Hello there, and welcome to a day of Grand Championship Series action. Your very first series today is between one of the best Swedish players in history. It's Orangepest, everybody. He is number 2 seed in this tournament, and to be honest, I've seen a new lease of life in him. This guy that's always touted himself as one of the best in the world, that fears no man. Orangepest, I feel, is a real big favourite in this tournament. People are starting to get behind the idea that Orangepest is taking it seriously, and that's possibly a little bit of a tricky prospect for players like Lovenest, who kind of walking into this tournament and walking into the sign-up process, you would have just thought was going to walk the entire event. So Orangepest, a very, very strong number 2 seed. And he's up against, what's your vector, Victor? He's from the UK, and he may have cast on this stream before for some Master League action, so you may have heard his voice. And he's a top 200 auto match participant. He's playing as the United States Forces, which I find surprising, because I always consider if you're the underdog, it can sometimes be better. Nice little juxing for position here. Just takes a little bit of a reconnaissance. And looks for the MG, finds its position and fades away. And USF, you're going to have a blisteringly fast start if you want to be competitive, especially against a player of Orangepest's caliber, top 5 in the world on his day for certain. 2 Pathfinders, interesting idea. Airborne Company is the flavour of the day. Meanwhile, Orangepest has gone for Blitzkrieg Doctrine first. Bullets fired in anger. It's against the MG42. Can he get behind this heavy cover? Yes! All 5 men over the line. Meanwhile, more Grenadiers join the fighting. MG drops a model, backs away. Good approach by Vector. 2 Pathfinders is his flavour. Meanwhile, he has put a beacon down here. Maybe start to get a better feeling for where Orangepest is. So don't forget, Vector is top 200 auto match. He's made some maps for competitive purposes, and he's always been around. So one could assume that if he plays out of his skin, he plays like his life depends on it, maybe he could make this competitive for around 25 minutes. Genuinely, that's how Company Heroes levels tend to work, with Company Heroes having rubber band mechanics and a few other little things. If one player is vastly outmatched, they can, on their day, really make something competitive for a while. But one would expect Orangepest's class will dominate, and that is just in case Vector somehow finds the power to push past. And we've got some really good shots here on the MG. The Pioneers are going to have to crew it here. If he can wipe the MG, he does do that. Now he's pushing the Pioneer. The Pioneer needs to drop a model before it gets there. Oh, and he gets away with it. There you go. The Pioneer had health on all those models. Nice work by Vector. Do we have an underdog story in the making? The MG is still being fired upon. That's a lot of manpower attrition in Vector's favour thus far. He's kept his fuel all the while, by the way. Nice start there. Grenadier low on health. Some more manpower attrition inbound, but this rifleman's low on health as well. First death there. The rifleman sandwiched between car 98Ks from all angles. Needs to get back. Lieutenant's been teched. Meanwhile, Orangepest is getting battle phase 1 as we speak. Hearing the blood-curdling screams of death there. And here we go. The fuel is being taken, but also Vector's taking it. He's made a sandbagwich out of barbed wire as the buns and sandbag as the patty. This guy is a culinary master. Meanwhile, Lieutenant's pushing out there. He got tank trap on the cut-off. And, of course, we're going to go for Mechanized Platoon Command Post first. Which means he may float a little bit of manpower, but to be honest, he may be thinking he wants to push the agenda as soon as possible. And that could spell M20 if his teching is really where he wants it to be. Otherwise, he's going to float, and he could have gotten the 50 cal first. Rifle made, dodge the hard way. Rear echelons are hurt here. They're going to be fine. Meanwhile, MG stopping the flank from the Pathfinders. He is going M20. His teching's exactly where he wants it to be. That's good from Vector, because otherwise I was a little bit worried there. We did do a poll in chat. Ed 80Hz, you may see in the bottom right-hand corner of your YouTube video or Twitch screen. He's commenting he's going to play Lovenest after this series. And I did a poll, who's going to do better today, Vector or Ed? And unfortunately for Ed, people did vote Vector. That doesn't mean they don't want Ed to do well. It's just, obviously, Ed does happen to be up against the double world champion, Lovenest.
Defensive smoke now available for armor.
Right, there we go. We've got Pioneers with the flamethrower coming from the angle there. We've got new US forces arriving. One push away in the south. Meanwhile, in the north, the MG is setting up. This Pathfinder's going to have a difficult retreat path, but look at the DPS. Look at the damage. I tell you, Vector's got a positive KD right now, and that you would not have thought would happen going into this. 222s on the field, so is the M20 with its shirt sun upgrading as we speak. Live and breathe. Let's check out the KD as... Yes, there it is. Vector does actually have negative KD. My bad. I assumed he would have positive. Maybe I'm just favouring the underdog, as I always do, and a Faust goes in on the M20. 222's going to go for it now. He needs to get his forces up there. He needs to get out of there. Oh, he's going to drop an AT gun, is he? Yes, he is. He's going to drop an AT gun. This could be make or break. He needs to get an 18-8 in there as well. He's going to save it. Where's the AT gun dropping? Another Faust has gone in here. Oh, it's all the way back in base. He's trying to get out there. Or maybe he can get the 18-8 off. Maybe this could be a trade. Here come the penetrations from the turret. He's going to get round the apex of the tree. He gets there. We got the AT gun set up. Greyhound survives for now. Well, the M20 survives for now, rather. Needs to get out of there. Smattering it with fire. Come on, AT gun, turn! He jumps out. He changes the targeting of the 222. Could have saved its life there. AT gun's getting in position. And somehow he saved the utility car, using every utility of his commander. And he hasn't suffered a squad wipe yet. Lieutenant could change that. Oh no, he's dropping paratroopers. Right, the retreat path. K-Pen and I changed it, so it will go this way. He's going to be relatively safe. 222's going to keep gunning for him. Where's this AT gun come into the picture? Lieutenant's got good health on 2 soldiers there. And they retreat back to base. Positive start, but double fuel's now coming in. Needs to be more active, needs to be faster. He's had a good start. Needs to take advantage. Just not enough mobility and movement from Vector right now. He's been a bit lucky surviving there with his stroke of genius, but to be honest, he needs to capitalise now. Alright, where's the teching? Are we going to get any teching? He does not have enough munitions quite yet for the Thompsons or anything else. 222's going to go north. And we've got triple cap and double fuel for Orangepest. That superior attack map micro is just dominating. Come on, get out there, Vector. Get out there, mate. You need to get 1 victory point, 1 fuel point back to make this competitive. Right, bunkers down. Got all these units just idling. Orangepest is like, oh, easy mode, easy life. Pleasantly surprised by his opponent saving the M20, maybe. Doesn't care. Thinks he's got this. Goes for the victory point in the centre. MG turns. Utility car has no right to be alive. A little bit of luck there, but a little bit of genius in the escape. 2 gets hit and rocked by the M1 AT gun. That's what we need there. Pathfinders have to be careful. They just hit Vet 2, but they got so low health. Any light cover can save the day. Should be fine. Should be fine. Meanwhile, M20's gotten to the 3 infantry kills. Not too shabby. Airborne. Hooking in through the centre. Not bad. He wasn't able to get a fuel point though. Gren's just sitting there. Really needs to work harder to get a fuel point. Because we can have a Panzer IV. That'll finish the game. Most likely. Right. Airborne forced away just because they saw the setup of the MG. Cannot afford to attack in 1s and 2s. He needs to get all of his stuff healthy and go together. Cannot afford to drip drab into the battlefield. Sneaky mine being planted. Will Orangepest see it? I feel he did. It didn't get finished. But it's reason to be fearful now. We've got reconnaissance over flight. Just seeing that all these units are coming in from this direction now. So the Grens are going to be ready for them.
Enemy is taking our territory.
Do with a 50 cal Vector could. He really could, just to help his approach. Alright, Lieutenant, of course, does not have an AT grenade. First, there's a drip and a drab. The drip gets pushed away. This is what I'm saying. You have to attack as one when you're up against a stronger player. Not about blobbing. I'm on about you have to time everything. He does have this flank coming in, but where is it? Come on, Vector. You'll watch this back and cringe. He's too nervous right now. He can't get his micro off. There we go. They kick in. He's only trying to push away one Grenadier here. Possibly giving Orangepest a little bit too much respect, possibly. That's what often happens. There's another M1 shot. Nice. Keeping the 2-2-2 out of the picture. He's right. He's gotten a victory point. He's gotten a fuel. It wasn't pretty, but he's made it happen. Meanwhile, Grenadier's just ready to take this cutoff. Lieutenant's going to have to protect. What's the M1 thinking? Just following the engine noises of the 2-2-2, seemingly. Ambulance on its way. Orangepest, of course, has a support armor core coming down, and he's reasonably close to the Panzer IV. MG set up over here. 2 MGs from Orangepest. Cynical. Wehrmacht play. The Noah's Ark as support weapons. Doesn't need only packs, of course, but the 2 MGs just dominating in the centre. He's got both angles cut off and protected. He's going to pull this one back to protect the fuel from any further advances. And he's just chilling. Don't forget, he can take this cut off and all this work from Vector will suddenly be negated. He's going to go for the neutralisation of it right now. Using reconnaissance to make sure his Gren is going to be fine to neutralise. And of course he will be, because of the low APM of Vector, not moving these units around after they've accomplished their task. This guy's overstretched his supply lines. Gren's forced away. Oh, that's a bad hit there. Rifleman's got a tricky retreat path. There's an MG on there as well. That could be a wipe, quite frankly. Bazooka's not taking on the lieutenant, in case you wondered. Will he make it out of there? The retreat path will take him up here, it looks like. He's going to be fine. Ooh, Pioneer wipe with the Flamer. Nice work there. Orangepest caught sleeping. Rifle nade on the airborne, yes. Oh, M1 though dies to the MG. Needs to get that back. Fortunately for him, the 2-2-2 isn't in position. Could take advantage though. He's going to go in with his forces. This will be a worse retreat path. Past the MG. Utility cars thinking of pushing away this MG in the south. Really needs to get his M1 back ASAP. Where are those rear echelons at? Oh, the 3 men. They're out of the picture. Nice blocking there by Vector. Well, caught. And he could go for the 2-2-2. Prioritise vehicle mode engage. He's reversing away. M20's going in, but it's replaced with a Panzer command tank. Utility car has no attack ground. Cannot continue. Okay, what else is going on? Gren's taking back the fuel whilst the lieutenant does the work there. Oh, come on, get this M1 back. You need it. Rear echelon. Okay, what's he going to do? Going to retreat back to the ambulance and get back on there? Oh dear. Something wicked this way comes. It's that Panzer IV with the Stubno 75. It's not about how big it is, it's how you use it. Or even if you use it. Rifle nade. Oh, it's the paratroopers at the back there. He's used major artillery to push this position around. And he's had to crew the M1 with riflemen. Misses the shot. MG's getting really aggressive. Setting up under pressure. Meanwhile, Gren's just watched the artillery pyrotechnics for a while. Panzer IV pushes in, gets a big shot on the utility car. He knows he's uncountered. He's got one more shot here. We get the smoke used, attack ground, misses. Survives to fight yet another day, but the M1's been decrewed. Oh no, this could be game. Oh, that pesky MG. Going for the ambulance now. Major's just trying to defend. Oh, the Pioneers are pushing in. They could take the AT gun. This looks likely to be game. MVP goes to the utility car though. Nice survival. And you know, tips for Vector, not that he needs them, is just don't show too much respect and try and be a bit more fluid with your infantry, a bit more active. But he had a really good showing, in my opinion, in this. Just we're in a GG scenario now. And Vector surrenders. GG, well played. I mean, what did we expect? It is a mismatch, but I thought Vector showed some good moves there. It was a quite entertaining little start. And yeah, it was interesting to say the least. Shall we fill out our brackets live? I think we should. That's a good thing to do. Let's go and do that now. Right then. So where are we at right now? We're at 1-0 to Orangepest. Later today we've got Loveness versus Ed. Winner faces Refero, which will be interesting because they've all been involved in GCS before, of course. Dutchman waits for the winner of Orangepest Vector. But everyone in the quarterfinals is guaranteed a second shot at making it to the GCS3 Live tournament with a 5th place playoff available. First time I've ever seen that in a tourney. And later today, we've got a very evenly pitched battle between GIAA and Sidewinder. So yeah, this is I'll make this a bit bigger actually. Hang on a sec. So we can actually see it and it doesn't look as crap on the screen. This is the seeding. In case you wondered. So yeah, this is how it was done. GIAA is seed 6 for this tournament with his excellent ranks, especially his Wehrmacht. Rank 6 in the world. Not too bad. So that gave him pipped Dutchman by 1 ranking right at the end there, pushing Dutchman to be So Sidewinder, meanwhile, is rank 36, with his OKW rank being 26 and his Brit rank being adjusted to be 46. The mechanism for adjustment was agreed with the Brit players before the tournament. So yeah. Yeah, and Helping Hands is playing a bit of 1v1 these days. So that's all good. Well, I just gave Ed an A rank. It could have been anything. We could just say 250 or something. But I wasn't going to rank him higher than Vector, who actually revealed his ranks. Ed did not follow the protocol. And when you do not follow the protocol, these things happen. So yeah, that's the ranks. And we are now waiting for the second game to start, which I'm sure should be on the way now. You did. You risk your life. Get up there, my boy. That's it. 1 minute until it starts. Let's see what Vector can do as his chosen faction in game 2. He may have been slain. However, he did not reveal his ranks for this tournament. So I had no choice but to give him rank 16. 174 viewers turning in nice and early for some GCS3 action. 1 hour, 2 hours ahead of schedule today. Very rare that ever happens. And let's get on with it, shall we? Let's get on with game 2. And here we are. We've got Vector playing a bit of OKW. The score is 1-0 in Orangepest's favour. Orangepest launching in with his commander, Soviet Reserve Army. I think he's having a bit of fun with that one. It's one I don't think I've seen for about 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years in tournaments. And Vector, meanwhile, as OKW, has the following doctrines available: Overwatch, Scavenge, and Grand Offensive. Don't know how much that's going to mean because, of course, Orangepest is a far better player. This is a massive mismatch, but I have to thank people like Veteran Ed because I said to everyone in the GCS attendee pool of 30 who were allowed to sign up for the tournament. I said, guys, I want to make this a 16-man bracket because we've got 12 people that want to play. So I need 4 people to be sacrifices. And Ed and Vector were 2 of those people, putting their lives on the line to make this a 16-man bracket, to make it more legitimate looking, if that makes any sense. And Orangepest is going straight in with an M3, a Chad M3 build, one of these 2 combat engineers likely to be going Flamer, of course, as soon as possible, hence the munitions being prioritised here. And yeah, that is going to be classic anti-OKW strategy, straight from auto match. Will we see a sneaky GCS2 style mine to protect the OKW's flank? Stern Pioneers hurt in the early game here. And the scout car is coming onto the field.
You need something demolished?
How's this munitions capping coming along? There you go, we've got high munitions, plus 11. Plus 11 coming in. Oh god, making up new numbers. That's what accountants do, right? Ah, you don't like your profit. I'll make a new profit. Can't get any Fausts off yet. We can get some small arms. They can die and then jump in a house. These guys are going to go for the flamethrower most likely, one would imagine. He's at 46 munitions right now. You just have the option of this guy as well. Getting another high munitions. Conscripts to follow up. M3 is just chilling, having gotten 2 kills. Not too bad. Second con out. Yeah, it's definitely going to be this guy getting the munitions now. Getting the flamethrower rather. Using the reverse gunner because he's got ever so slightly better DPS than the frontal gunner. Fun fact for you there. Ooh, interestingly, it is this guy, the 2-man guy. The 2-man guy's going for the flamethrower. So the M3 is going to have to go back to base in order to make this viable. And he's revealed his hand completely. But meanwhile, he's capping the entirety of the map. So what's Vector going to do next then? They're going to get battle group up in base. Shame he's not going to go for an early Panzer II Lukes or something. He has had fuel. That would be like a hard counter for a while. It'd take another 4 minutes to come out though, wouldn't it? So... Gonna get a sniper from Orangepest as well. He's going for the full BM with the tier 1 build. At least we get to see something slightly fresh, I guess.
Supply sector under attack.
Such realism. Much flamer and open top to off track. And Faustin, going to save the Volksgrenadier's life, disembarks and pushes on, going to take the fuel. Meanwhile, conscripts versus Volksgrenadiers in the battle to build the sandbags the first. Vector's going to disengage his sandbag building competition and throw an incendiary grenade instead, doing less health damage than the conscripts did to him in the time he took to throw the incendiary grenade. Snipers about to open up with the first shot hitting that Stern Pioneer, reducing it to a 3-man squad. Mines planted in a little cheeky spot there. Why am I so cold? I don't know why you're cold. It's the middle of France in the summer. A little bit of a weird voice acting there. Back in base, we're going to go healing for these very low health Volksgrenadiers. There's not... I know it looks like 5 men, but he's got arthritis, this guy's got typhoid, and he's got syphilis. So that's why the health bar is at 50. It's always the hidden illnesses that are the worst. 2 kills now for the sniper. Meanwhile, this Volksgrenadier is low on health as well, and he's retreating back to base, getting the heals down. And he's been able to keep the fuel online. He's gotten 2 mines down as well. MG34 out. The crew members rush forward, but here comes that M3. Where's the Faust? He needs it. And he's forced away. Maybe the M3 will go up here next, and he'll be able to detonate one of those mines and get a Faust off in combo. That could work. Here comes that first mine. No. Just going to bludgeon the Foch Grenadiers to death first. There we go. Bye-bye, Foch Grenadiers. Flak half track coming out next. That should be pretty good. Meanwhile, we've got folks with decent amount of health, but only 3 soldiers capping the munitions down there. Sandbags coming down. Sniper's going to open up around about... No! That must be demoralizing for the other 4. Who's first? I reckon it's this guy here. Who's closest to the sniper? Oh, it's the middle one. You have to work out who's the closest. They're the next to die. Flak's going to hit very soon. And then we've got an hour and 10 minutes until the Love Nest Ed series, which is scheduled for 2. Many command abilities have just become ready for the Overwatch Doctrine. He's going to swing north. Fight for the fuel ASAP. That's been decrewed. He's also going to get some JLIs with the G43s. The sniper's going to have some fun with them. Right, mines coming down here to join this mine and this mine. 3 in total along that southern axis. Elpern seems to be excited for me playing 1 versus 1. Very strange thing to be excited for, isn't it? Watching a complete low-rank player. Maybe I could make that happen, Elpern. Just maybe for you. Trying to tempt him in to the mine. He peels away. We've also got the flak that'll finish him up, but he knows the flak's there now. Flak opening up for the first time. Here comes the team weapon airdrop. I actually don't fully know what this does. Okay, it's a Maxim and a Zis. Kind of boring, but fine, I guess. Just, I wish it dropped a baby AT gun and a Dushka. Or something random, you know. It's completely like skipping tier 2, isn't it? This is a cool commander! If you think about it. Because you can completely skip tier 2 and it's way cheaper. I never knew how good this was. That's pretty cool. It's boring because they are what they are. But if, in terms of competitive viability, people have been sleeping on this commander, surely. Against... Well, hang on. You don't have to get tier 2, so there's the tier 2 cost. And it is way cheaper because you... It's way cheaper. 325 manpower, Elpern, to get 2 support weapons. Oh, and then you have to crew them, I suppose. What's the recrew cost on conscripts? Is it like 17? Somebody do the math. Yeah, but also there's the tier 2 teching cost, Elpern. So take it all into account. And I think it works out considerably cheaper. Way more than 50. 20 at this stage. Okay, Tightrope. Thank you, sir. Now, we can always count on one person to do the math. And it's Tightrope. But unfortunately, he didn't take into account what would happen if both Stug and Panzer IV missed a crippled Su-85 at the exact same time. He didn't do the maths on that one. Probably too early for that joke. Conscripts hit in the north as well. Best crews to hit mines with. Yeah, exactly. You can make it work. I think it's slightly viable, isn't it? It sounds good to me anyway. I don't know why. New T-70 can still do work, as evidence there. Orangepest is just slowly eating things up here. Please don't say we see a full sniper kill. He needs to get vision. And he's got it because of a crawler, I believe. Another one. No, he just had vision, sorry. My bad. It would have been the original capping as well. That meant he could get the first shot, I guess. I did see some dead bodies there. It's always brutal when your sniper gets a kill because somebody on the field is like dying and gives vision. And then they see it. That's one of the Code 2's interesting features. And to be honest, I think it's cool. I actually like that feature. It's probably anti-competitive, but I don't care. You know, it's one of those. So yeah, Vector's giving this a bloody good go. Oh. That cheeky sniper flare I see, giving vision for pretty much everything. Oh, and the T-70's coming on the rear side of the flak. This will be game, ladies and germs. He's attacked, and the pops smoke can conceal him for a while, but the attack rounds come in and finish the job. Meanwhile, JLI's Boats Grenadiers versus the M3, but this looks like curtains. That flare was just giving so much vision to Orangepest. It was a perfectly timed assault. And, yeah, Vector surrenders. Well played, sir. You gave it a good go. And thanks for rounding out the brackets. Your service to the GCS3 tournament has been valiant, and we salute you. Everyone salute him. Thank you. Right then, who wants to play me? Whilst we wait for the Ed Loveness series to start. Or I could play auto match. I will play a game though, because it's quite fun to do that. Let me just go to the Ed Loveness chat. Right then, let's get on with... I think Vector, yeah, he's done as a service, and he had a good go. He's just a bit nervous in that first one, but I think he had a good go. And the nerves kind of kicked in after he started, which was strange, but... Yeah, I'll just play USF 1v1. There's no risk attached to that for me. Just a good laugh, isn't it? Yes, a soldier of Code 2. Again, on the brackets, which we will fill out right now, there are several soldiers of Code 2 that tried their best to round out the brackets. It was Ed, Vector, Tomikaze, Olvedi. Those guys rounded out the brackets for us to make a 12-man pool into a 16-man pool. So we salute them all, and they do get the last four seeds. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty... I think it's a pretty hype bracket, considering the limitation of everyone has to be a live attendee before they can sign up for the tournament. I think it's bloody brilliant how it's worked out, to be fair. We should be really happy with it. And yeah, we're getting there now. We're starting to see that we'll be able to schedule Orangepest Dutchman next. So I'll be seeing when they can play. Maybe for the 8th of May, maybe next weekend, we could get those guys playing. That would be pretty cool. Because we've got a bit of a... Exactly, Tomikaze now. He was brought to round out the brackets, and he may end up winning the whole thing. But no, yeah, let's try and see if we can schedule Orangepest Dutchman for next weekend. That'd be cool. And then we'll start to get this series ready after that, because we get Elper and Olvedi next weekend, so we can have the winner of Elper and Olvedi versus GIA Sidewinder soon. And this one will be the last one to be done. Oh no, these two will be done on the last weekend possible. So they're both going to be like 21st, 22nd of May, both of them. Dude, that'd be badass if you get a game off Loveness. You'll be a effing hero. How do I do this? Let me swap scenes. I might get a bit of stuttering for a sec, guys, but to go back to... Oh, surprisingly it worked. Okay, fair enough. Wow, my computer's tanky. Just gonna get some water, guys. Needs to stay hydrated. Hello, Oliver, in chat. What am I doing? Oh yeah, let's speak to family on WhatsApp because they're probably asking what I'm doing today. Do you think Day 9 and all the other famous casters / organisers, they like, after waiting for a series, they just play some 1v1? That's not very... I'm doing well. I haven't decided to take out any of my teeth with pliers quite yet. Which is what happens if... Yet, indeed, exactly. We've got a game as well. It's exciting times. Let's go. Vilshanka 9. Yeah, probably. That guy can talk. He just carries on and on and on.
Get the lead out. We've got orders.
Let's put my playing script on and get rid of the casting script.
Listen up, fellas. Hurry up before the Panzers get here.
Yeah, Day 9's excellent. It's humbling when people are better than myself.
Let's go.
His game knowledge is fantastic.
Rounds up. All right.
Although, I do think, like, one thing I do very well that a lot of casters in the world do is when I do hype casting, I do believe I can get the sound of a traditional sportscaster down, as in the patterns and cadence of the pattern and cadence of their voice and the rhythm of their speech when a big moment is happening. But I'm very, I think Day 9 is one of those people I would look at and look up to be honest.
Rifle squad ready for action.
What he's done for the AoE2 community is fantastic.
Moving out. Let's go.
Well, it is easier because AoE is an actual competitive game. Unlike Co. I don't know what I'm doing with these guys. Come on, you get into action now. Let's go on a recce mission. Why am I capping victory points? I don't know. I'll go get munitions instead. So usually MG goes there. I've been talking rather than playing here. So I'm going to cap that. I retreated him to go cap this point and that point, so he'll do some join-up missions. As soon as 3rd Rifleman's out, I'm going to go gun for him. Go on a mad mission. Yeah, who's sorry? I always get mixed up, guys. Sorry. Day 9 StarCraft. Who's the AoE2 guy? The one that I've watched shit tons of.
Get your gear.
You got a rifle squad waiting for orders.
I always get mixed up, sorry. T790, yeah, T90. I think he's amazing. Yeah, sorry. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I wasn't on about the StarCraft guy. I was on about the AoE2 guy.
Okay, move it along.
Frag grenades are on their way up to the line.
Let's go. Quickly, cover the guys coming over. The move has us going behind enemy lines. Defensive fire only. This ain't about control, so no tanking. Someone get us out of here! Get over there! Stand ready! Move your ass! Go! I want that.
Frag grenades now available for action.
Point out. Chew 'em up!
We're losing a capture point.
Get moving! Move! Get to that point! Squad, run! Infantry! Get moving!
A capture point is being overrun.
Take that ground! Move! Goddammit! Okay, move it along. I want that position secure! Ground's got us pegged! Get over! Move! We're getting chewed up here! Stand ready!
The lieutenant has been assigned to field ops. A capture point is under attack.
Come on, we got work to do.
I haven't thrown a single fucking grenade yet.
Squad, get ready! Run! Get over there! Knock it off! Someone get us out of here! Take that ground!
Area secure.
Reinforcements
Stay
in.
contact.
Move out! Moving out. Let's go, boys. Stick with me and you might just make it. Ah, nuts. We got orders
Okay,
coming.
it was messy, but I kind of put some pressure on his
Okay,
fuel.
move
There we
out,
go.
gear up and move out.
Let's push in with low health rifles. This could be bad, could be good too. Has to be.
MG42, let's go! Go!
Oh god, he's gonna get fucking trounced.
Under fire! Orders incoming! Move!
Oh, I'm getting eaten alive there. Fuck.
Move your
I really want to throw a single grenade.
Hit him with move, goddamn!
Or I am.
Grenade! Move! Hold back!
Oh! You should
Heavy
stop.
machine gun team ready for orders.
I got field promotion! Move! Holy mackerel! Get to that point, damn it! Get the hell out of here! Move! God damn it!
I don't know why.
Someone get us out of
Bothering,
here!
to be honest.
Hit that MG42!
Need to kill one lieutenant and I might be able to take the MG basically.
Let's give him fire!
I mean, yes, I killed him! Yes, that's brilliant. I can back away now. Pull this up. Come on, guys, get in there.
Okay, move it along. Well, grab your shit. Contact!
Keep vision on it. Keep vision on it.
Get fire on that enemy line!
Come on.
Fall back.
That was fine.
Locked and loaded! Stand by. Contact weapon!
No, no, no. Too low health. Too low health.
Go!
Kill that.
Retreat to the CP! Retreat to the CP! God, hear that thing! Someone get us out of here! Crew that
The
weapon!
fucking neck cover trick! You fucking bastard! Oh, I'm sacrificing it.
Stand ready! Move, goddammit! Nail it with the rifle grenade!
Gun crew just got wiped out.
Come on, boys! Let's down the metal! Get over that infantry! We're taking effective fire! Pull out of there!
That's GG.
Halt! Let's get her going! Squad, get moving! Move! Get to that point! MG42 knocked Listen up! Turn that well back!
I don't know if I built the thingy. But there